posting for a while on Facebook, and people's been asking, sending all of us messages, what's going on, what's this about. That's what we're here today to do, is to tell you a little bit about what this is about. As you can see, we got our banner hung up, Knockout Kennel Club, and this is going to be a one-on-one bracket-style elimination hunting event. Hopefully this is not going to be a one-time deal. We plan to do many of these, and us four have been planning and working on this behind the scenes for over a year. I know there's a lot of things going on in the coonhound world right now, and we haven't been trying to put this off. We have been truly working to try to put together what we feel like is the best and most fair hunt that we can possibly put on. So with that being said, this hunt's going to be held June the 2nd and 3rd in Batesville, Mississippi, in this beautiful venue that we're at. As you've seen on the video, we've shot some other video of the outside. This is a beautiful, beautiful place here. Okay, and so if y'all don't know who the four of us are, this is David Bradley. David, why don't you go ahead and tell us where you're from, a little bit about yourself.
My name is David Bradley. I'm from Lucedale, Mississippi. I'm with L&E Kennels on Facebook. I've been coon hunting pretty much all my life. I'm supportive of all the KCs. If it involves coon hunting, I'm in with it.
This is Chuck Henson. Chuck, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of where you're from?
I'm from Batesville, Mississippi. I have Eureka Springs, English Kennels. Lived here all my life, and like I said, man, I'm just glad to be here today.
Yeah. And Brett?
Yeah, Brett Stevens with Small Town English Kennels in Garrison, Missouri.
So, again, we're going to have this thing June 2nd and 3rd, Batesville, Mississippi, and we went out and done some hunting last night, and for you guys that's never been down here, if you were where me and Brett lives, it was pretty good walking for sure. So, Brett, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the entry fee and the payout and kind of how things are going to run that way?
Yeah, so this is going to be a 16-dog one-on-one event. It's going to be a $2,500 entry fee. We're going to be paying $20,000 for first place. Every cast winner, as you advance, will be paid $500. So the guy that takes home first place is going to take home actually more than $20,000. He's going to take home about $21,500. Second, third, and fourth place, which would be our final four dogs, as those paid out, would be second place, third place, and fourth. You would receive all your cast wins, plus those three guys would receive a brand new light. We are going to have non-hunting judges and non-hunting guides. Both non-hunting judges and guides will be paid. We also are going to raffle off 2 of the 16 entries. So everybody has an opportunity to get in on this. Myself, I can't afford a lot of the high dollar entries. There's a lot of guys out there that can't. So guys like me that want to be able to compete at this level for this kind of money, I could buy a chance at a raffle to win an entry at this. So we're going to raffle off 2 of those. So that's going to be a big deal for this. There's a lot of guys out there that would like to compete but can't afford to. So we're giving an opportunity here for anybody that has that dog that they know that they could, that they think they can win at this level and hunt for this kind of money. You can get in for a minimal amount of entry fee by doing the raffle, basically.
Yeah.
So.
And speaking of the entries, before we move off that, this is how the entries are going to work. Just briefly, as you can see, we have the podcast equipment set up here, and we're going to go in. We're going to do a podcast as soon as this video is over, and we're going to go into more detail. So you'll be watching for that. The rules will be posted on our KOKC Facebook page. But speaking of entries, to be the most fair that we could be to every hunter out there, if 30 or 40 people call us, say, hey, I want an entry to that hunt in Batesville, Mississippi, your name's going to go in a pot. We're going to put everybody on a spin wheel. We're going to spin it, and those entries will be drawn. That's the most fair way we can do it. That way, everybody's has an opportunity to get in. We're not going to know until we draw them who's got it. and we're going to contact you once we spin it live on Facebook and let you know that you won an entry, and we'll give you so long to get your entry paid, or we'll spin the wheel again. David, why don't you go ahead and talk about some of the other stuff we're going to do in our sponsors?
I want to give a thanks to CZ Custom Dog Boxes and Sunspot Lights and the other sponsors we got coming on board. We're going to cater the event, so you'll be fed when you're here.
Yeah. And as you've seen in the drone footage that's been in with this video, this is a beautiful venue, and Chuck knows the guy that owns this venue, and man, he's really stepped up and helped us out with this. So Chuck, we want to give thanks to him. Won't you go ahead and say a little bit about him?
Yeah, man, I've had a blessing to Tyler came in my life about 3-4 years ago, I guess. Now time flies. He works with us with Panola County Sheriff's Department as a part-time deputy. Tyler went through a major deal. He had a heart transplant, and he's just a miracle to me today. He's doing really great. He's home. He's always come through for me as a friend, and I called him and asked him about this venue with all the stuff that he's been going through. Tyler recently came home 2 days ago. He's doing great. And he said, yeah, man, y'all can have it. And he's actually going to come and hang out with us so everybody get a chance to meet him. But he's a living miracle, man. Yeah. He really is.
And also, before we close this video out, we definitely want to make sure we thank everybody that's helped us in behind the scenes. There's too many people to name, so we're not going to call by name. But us four do not live in the same geographical location. We live quite a ways apart. So it's been an ongoing thing for a little over a year for us to put this all together, going back and forth through conference calls and texting and drive. I mean, just all kind of stuff that's went into this, and it's been because we wanted to put together the best format of rules and hunt that we possibly could put forward. And we've asked questions to people that hunt in other registries. And got their input, and we just really appreciate everybody. If you give any input to this, I know I thank you, and I thank these three guys sitting here at the table for their hard work that they've done to get this all put together, because it's definitely been a chore. We didn't just think this up last week and start on it. We've been working on it for a while.
And I want anybody that gets an entry on this thing, they're gonna go in a separate raffle and a chance to win a CZ Custom Dog Box.
Yeah. Yeah, and that would include the spin wheel entries as well. If you win one of the spin wheel entries, your name's going in the hat to win that dog box. Guys, y'all got anything else, or you think we got it?
No, we're good.
Not really. Best bang for your buck.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you watch for the podcast to drop. We'll be putting more information out in the days and weeks to come on this event, and as new sponsors come on, et cetera, et cetera. So make sure you're following the Facebook page for any updates. Pay attention for the podcast to drop.